Namaste. My name is Mousham, the host of the Mousham podcast. Welcome to another episode. Today we have a very special guest, the Grandmaster Energy Healer, Aayush Regmi. Ayush, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Mousham.
Ayush, I want to start the podcast by asking what you do so that our listeners know who they are interacting with as they're listening to our podcast.
Okay, so my name is Aayush Regmi, and I'm a certified hypnotherapist and energy healer. I'm a Grandmaster Energy Healer. So basically, I put people in trance and take their anxiety, depression, fear, phobias, traumas out of their life through meditation and healing without medication.
How does the process exactly work?
So there are different techniques on how it works. So I use different modalities of healing that I've learned. I use 7, 8 different kind of modalities. Some include meditation, some pranayam, some yoga, some healing, some mantra sammohan, reiki, mesmerism. There are different kinds of healing, yeah.
So when we talk about healing, Ayush, who is the first person that should approach you? Like, when do I know that I might need Ayush? I might need energy healing.
Okay, that's a really good question. I mean, if you're having some problem in your life, see, everyone has got problem in their life, right? There's always like ups and downs. But when you try yourself and you cannot get out of this situation and you're just in that same loop again and again, and you have this unnecessary, unwanted fear, phobias, and you're feeling kind of depressed, low, nothing gives you happiness anymore, in such time, maybe a healer, not only me, I mean like any healer, could be of your use.
So there is a symptom of anxiety and depression.
Yeah, I mean like unknown fear. The main thing is like unknown fear, or like let's say you cannot sleep properly at night, right? You're slowly, gradually turning getting insomnia in your body, like not having proper sleep. Your state of mind is not right. I mean, like you're overthinking, you're getting suicidal. So these things that affect your life, that is when you need a healer.
Is it the first step or the last step that anybody should be taking?
Uh,
When do
I
I
guess
decide, okay, I need
it's
to go to Ayush?
the sooner the better, because people tend to go to psychiatrists, psychologists before they reach out to any healers, right? But what they do is like they just prescribe you the medicines, and I don't say like I can heal everything. Some of the problems do require psychiatrists or psychologists as well. Some require medicine as well, but most of the problems are solved through healing as well. So the best time to approach a healer would be when you're feeling it already in your body. You're trying to get it out, but you cannot. You're just not in the right state of the mind, and you cannot come out of it. You're just in that same loop again and again, again and again.
So is it like melting of ice? Is that what healing process is?
It's not actually melting of ice. Is like very quick, But I would say like healing is a slow journey. From a caterpillar to a butterfly is called healing. Okay, so you are a caterpillar. You need to get into the cocoon. You don't know if you're going to survive or you're going to turn into a butterfly or you're going to die over there, right? But once you transform like into a butterfly, everyone's going to love you. No one's going to love caterpillar, right? But once you turn into a butterfly, everyone's going to like you or love you. So healing is a gradual process. It's like turning a caterpillar into a butterfly. It's a transformational journey, and it takes time. It's not like quick, boom.
So it's a transformative journey,
Yeah.
basically. What are the elements of healing?
The elements would be, the first element is like meditation. Meditation is must in my healing. Because when you meditate, you start to balance your chakra by yourself. And you get prepared for the energies to settle down in your body, or like to heal your chakras, or like balance the chakras. So the first element would be meditation. The second element would be faith. The third element would be consent, right? So let's say if you don't have faith and you're just here to try, I don't think that's gonna work.
So is it the faith in the meditation or the faith in the entire process?
Entire process, like
Okay.
the healing process,
Okay.
or your healer, or your trainer, you know. So hypnosis and healing um, is a thing, or like is a process where you need to surrender yourself. So you got to surrender to your healer. You got to surrender to the process. You know, like you got to trust the process. You got to surrender it to the universe. Yeah.
So you first start with the meditation.
Yep.
What does meditation do to the body? I've never tried meditation on my own. I've heard a lot about it. I have tried few times, but the few times that I've tried, I've realized that there are so many things going on in my head that I'm not able to focus on the meditation
Yeah.
itself. So how do I be able to focus only on meditation to start the transformative process?
Okay. So like meditation is always not easy. You know, when you start meditation, whether it's you or it's me, till date, today, even if I start meditating right now, I would have like monkey mind, you know, thousands of thoughts like coming across. But there's a quote in Nepali that says like, "Bichar mathi bichar garnu nai dhyan ho." So you observe, you just be the witness. You don't hold on to that thoughts, okay? You don't judge those thoughts. Whatever is coming in your mind, you just witness it. You just be the witness and just observe it. And there's a state when, like, you know, like the thoughts come and go, come and go, come and go, but you don't react to it. So there's gonna be a state where you start noticing that your whole focus is going on your breath now, in and out, and you reach that zero state of mind where there are no thoughts. You're just empty, and that's where you start meditating.
So when you say you reach the empty state, are you conscious about your existence?
Yeah,
You are?
yeah.
In what way?
I'm like, you notice everything around you that's going around you, but you're just empty. You're just like in zero state. You become so aware about the seat that you're sitting in, about the position that you're sitting in, about the clothes that you're wearing, the clothes, which part of your body they're touching, everything, you know. It's the deepest level of awareness or consciousness that you can reach through meditation when you're in the zero state.
So there are consciousness and you are aware about everything
Everything
that's
around
happening.
you, yeah.
Is it positive? Do you feel happiness, content?
You feel neutral, to be honest.
So there's no any positive or negative feelings to it.
Meditation is done to become neutral. Enlightenment is a phase where you would accept everything as it is in a neutral way. You don't feel, oh no, you know, you don't feel sad, you don't feel surprised, you don't feel very happy. You're just neutral. You just become the witness.
So is it like seizing like the serotonin or dopamine or oxytocin?
Yeah, it does release dopamine in your body.
It does?
It does. Meditation does release. Have you heard about the pineal gland?
Not exactly. Where
So
is it?
pineal gland is known as third eye as well.
Mhm.
So it's connected to your third eye. When you meditate, it activates your third eye and it releases the dopamine substances in your body
Mhm.
that would actually get you high as well at points. You know, at some points you would probably feel high as well. And so back to your question, like about the meditation, there's a state of acceptance. That's what meditation is for. You learn to accept everything in a natural way and a neutral way, even death.
Accepting yourself as well?
Accepting yourself, accepting whatever is going around you.
Is it also a process of finding the purpose of your life, Aayush?
Yeah, definitely. So see, in layman terms, there are like two purposes in life. So soul purpose is to learn, life purpose is to earn. But you got to balance these two things. And meditation would probably give you a clarity on your visions, what you should do next. Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like, let's say you have interest in something, but like you're studying something else. That wouldn't give you any pleasure, right? That wouldn't be your subject of happiness or like your subject of interest. But now you start meditating and you start focusing within. So it gives you vision, or it gives you a clarity on what you should do next, or you, let's say it plays with the intuition, and you get the guidance through the
It
universe.
gives you the direction.
Direction, yeah, because whatever universe is outside, it's in you as well. It's inside your body as well. So it will guide you through. Like you sometimes maybe you would hear something from within saying like, okay, do this. You're not happy with this, you change your thing, you do this. So there's a proper guidance through inside you, from within.
So when you mentioned about soul, Ayush, so physical body and soul and the spirituality and the healing process, how does they connect with each other? How does healing process connect with the physical body in a physical form and the soul that exists in anything?
Okay, so I'll tell you like this. So it's winter time, we're wearing so many layers of clothes, right? We're wearing jacket, then like we're wearing turtleneck, maybe inside we're wearing shando, everything. So what happens, our spiritual body is like that. All right? So this is our physical body made of flesh and skin. So we see this physical body, and we name it. Like, let's say this physical body is Ayush, or this physical body is Mousham, right? But there's another layer of body that we call spirit body. All right? So there are total 5 layers of body. This is Annamaya Kosh. After this, the other second body is known as energetic body, which is called Pranamaya Kosh. The third body is called emotional body, which is known as Manomaya Kosh. The fourth body, where you get enlightened, where you get enlightenment and everything, like wisdom, that wisdom body is known as Vijnanamaya Kosh. And then when you're once enlightened, your fifth layer of body gets activated. That's bliss body, that is known as Anandamaya Kosh. Okay? Now these are the layers of the body, right? So we cannot see them.
But they exist.
They exist. When you meditate, you feel good. Why? Because your emotional body and your pranamaya kosh, let's say your energy body gets activated.
Do you finally see them?
Now you don't see
I mean,
them, but like
see them
you
feel them. Yeah,
feel them, yeah. Right? So that is because these two bodies are getting activated over there. So soul is something that's inside this body. Soul is just one being like a thumb, like a light. And that soul is a soul. It's eternal. It doesn't have a name. It's just soul. It's not Mousham, it's not Ayush, it's nothing. It's just that source. It came from the source, and it's just running in our body. That's like our engine. Okay? The day it leaves our body, this body is done. Finished.
Is it not the other way? The physical body stopped to exist and the soul stopped to exist.
Yeah, but like you can actually experience after death as well. That's called astral projection, if you have ever heard about it. You take your soul out of your body, you can travel around the room, around the globe. I mean, like, see your dead body. I mean, like, see your physical body, and again get in. So there's actually a silver cord connected to your soul. Until and unless that silver cord is disconnected, your physical body is not gonna die. Okay?
That's very interesting.
So the day your soul leaves your body, that day is your death.
So when you say about the after death experience, what exactly you mean? Like, what would your after death experience be like?
So it can vary. Okay? So spiritual people believe that, talking about spiritual people, even I believe that
Thank
there
you for
is
saying
always,
that, yeah.
huh?
Yeah. Thank you for saying I believe in spirituality, Ayush.
Okay. So I believe that there is always a reincarnation. Okay? We die, we get born again we die. we're in this circular karmic pattern. And until and unless we're out of this pattern, we don't pay our, I mean, like, until and unless we complete our depth of karma, we keep on reincarnating. Now, after you die and before you were born in this present life, where did your soul go?
Where did it go? Yeah.
That's afterlife.
Okay, that's afterlife.
Yeah. So there's a scientist, or let's say there's a hypnotherapist named Michael Newton, who spent his entire life in New York researching about this. And he named it LBL. LBL means life between lives. Okay?
So this is a
So
life
this is your
between life
present.
in a way.
So this is your present life.
Mm-hmm.
You're living as a Mousham.
Mm-hmm.
You're living as Mousham, I'm living as Aayush, right? But before you were born as Mousham, or before I was born as Aayush, where were our soul? Where did it go? How did we reincarnate? So the answers to this question is, the process is called LBL.
Life between life.
Life between lives, yes.
So
So that is after death experience as well. So we can experience it through hypnosis or through astral projection, guided meditation, you know. So there are different schools that do this process as well. So you can actually go, you can pay to them, and they would probably like take you into a trance state and make you experience this afterlife experience.
I was watching Oprah Winfrey's show, and there was this psychiatrist. I think he's from Yale or something. His name was Brian Weiss. I don't know if you've heard about him or not. And he was practicing. What I saw was past life regression. I think it's PLR.
PLR, yeah.
And it was Oprah show, so I really was, so much into watching it. There was Dr. Oz as well, who was also part of that PLR process too. And what Dr. Brian does is, there is a guy, a funeral director. So he has to deal with dead body every day as part of his job itself. And now he goes through this process of hypnosis, and he is remembering all the things that happened in the past life. He was telling he died while flying a plane during World War, where he could not shoot at the enemy, and so he just had to die. And he was also talking. And one interesting thing was, the show tells a story about the relation that the guy shares with his older sister. And when he's going through this hypnosis, he's all in tears, and he remembers in the past life that there was a girl being raped. And he was standing from a corner. He was watching it happen. And when the person who was raping that girl sees him, the funeral director in the past life, he kills him as well after the rape has taken place. And now he's remembering all this thing in this present moment, and he's crying. What exactly is that process? I was very startled when I saw that.
Okay, so past life regression is a gateway to LBL. It's a gateway for LBL, okay? So past life regression is something, like I said, we reincarnate. We die, we reincarnate. Each and every one of our memories of past life is stored in our soul, okay? But from the universe, it's just like blocked. It's blocked for this life because we already have so much of burden in this life. We have so much of problems in this life. Now imagine you're remembering everything from your past as well. So it's going to be very chaotic for you, So naturally, the universe just blocks your brain, let's say brain door, to access your past life. But we can actually access our past life through hypnosis. And we call it past life regression. So if you look back in time, it was mentioned in Bhagavad Gita as well. It is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita as well when Arjuna asks Lord Krishna, So what does Lord Krishna say to Arjuna is like, maybe you don't remember our past lives, but I remember each and every life that's spent with you, So there's this example on our Eastern, right? Eastern, let's say Sanatana or whatever you call, like Bhagavad Gita. Then there's Buddha. He has mentioned each and every of his past life in Jatak Katha.
Okay.
if you want to research about Buddha's past life, it's written in Jatakatha, book named Jatakatha, where he shares his past experiences as a bird, as an animal, as Namo Buddha, you know, so everything. Here, Sigmund Freud was the first person to introduce past life regression, okay, in Western culture. So what he believed was anything that's bothering you in this life, in the present moment, its root is always in the past. Either this past life or previous life. So what he used to do is he developed a technique where there's a dialogue between psychoanalyst and the patient. Okay? So if you see the videos of past life, it's always two-way conversation. Where are you? I'm here. Which year is this? This is this year. Right? Which country is this? This is here. Now what are you doing? I'm walking or I'm swimming. Whatever that. So it's dialogue between a psychoanalyst and a client. So he named this technique psychic determinism at that time when he was alive. So the same process now is considered as past life regression in Western culture.
So when you said that whatever is happening in this life, it may be the cause of what happened in the past
Yeah.
life. Is it the may or is it like the reality?
It may
In
and
all
it
the
might be
cases.
the reality as well. So until and unless I don't say like every problem is from your past life, but most of them. For example, someone has a migraine. Okay, so I'll tell you this story, real story. I mean, like of my client. He used to get crazy episodes of migraine, and he came in for healing. Okay, so he was into this crazy episodes of migraine. Like he used to get migraine. Let's say he got it for 2 days. His whole week is gone. He couldn't even like get up or work. His work is done for like that whole week. He's wasted because of migraine. Now I read it or I experimented it. When people have migraine or bad headache, it's they're especially on migraine cases, it's all related with past life. Either they died in past life with their head being banged somewhere, or their head cracked open, or they got shot in their head. So I took him into his past life, and he could see that he was like in a primitive condition, where let's say he was a Stone Age person, right? So what happened in his past life? He was like in the cave, and all of a sudden a soil erosion like happened. All right, and like he just like it pushed him
Sweat
out,
away, okay.
and like he banged his head on a rock.
And he died.
He didn't die at that moment.
Okay.
So it was just a crack, and like he started bleeding, but the pain was like so unbearable. Okay, but he healed himself through that. And he had a friend of his who used to live in the cave, like in a Stone Age. So one fine day, what happened was he was just like on the cliff. He was just sitting at the cliff, and his friend came and like pushed him from back.
Wow, okay.
And he could see himself like falling down, and again he banged on the same position where he was hurt, and that was when he died. Now he could see his soul leaving his body, floating up in the air and seeing that dead body, but he had no pain. He understood death at that moment as well. He understood that soul is always immortal, and like the body is just our like a basic cloth, like we change our clothes. So body is like that. We just like travel into different body. And when he saw that, and I like put him back in the present moment, I call his consciousness, his soul, back in the present body, he does not have migraine anymore. He's
Forever.
healed.
I mean, as
Forever.
long as he's alive at this
Yeah.
present moment. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he does not. So this is just one case. Like I have healed more than 2,000 cases till now. I have 2,000 successful cases. So I've had like crazy experiences of everything.
So what you're saying, Ayush, is, I mean, Even for me, I'm very skeptic about how this healing process works, especially because I've not been involved in the process myself, right? Or at least I know of the people as you do, because you work with them in a way. So what you're saying is the experiences, the traumas that you have at the moment in this present life, be it disease like migraine, right, or be it depression or anxiety or things like that, they can be inherited from your past life.
Yeah.
And when you go through this PLR process, there is a way, or let's say a solution to that problem.
I'll tell you why it's a solution, okay? So when you access your past life, you understand what life and death is and why you had to be reborn of your pending karmas from your past. We all are here because we have some pending karma left, some debt of our pending karma that we need to pay it off in this life or the next life. Until and unless we pay it, we keep on reincarnating. Okay? So what happens is when you go through this process, this is a transformational process, your soul realizes everything now. It's not only your physical body that realizes, it's your soul that realizes everything. So there has been cases, once you see past life, when you look at the person's eyes, you can actually connect with him. You know, like, okay, this is the person I met in this life. So it keeps on coming like that, like a deja vu, you know? So that happens. And like, because your soul gets realized, your soul realizes everything, it accepts the fact, okay, I'm in this life and I should not repeat this mistake again. And that's how it gets healed.
But what about this life, though, Ayush? I mean, when your soul get transformed into, when you die in this present life, let's say, and you are reborn, or does the destiny can be fulfilled in the same life?
It could be. It can be.
If not,
If not, you got to reborn again.
as a
You
human,
reincarnate again.
will that be as a human form or?
You never know. It depends on your karma. Well, some spiritual leaders, what they say is, let's say if you hear Osho, what he says is like once you're born as a human, there's no going back to like same animal life, because you're born in that conscious level. You would be born as a human, maybe rich, poor, maybe healthy, unhealthy, according to Osho. But if you go back to Sanatan Dharma, if you read Veds, or like if you read this Shastra we call, right? Scriptures. What it says is like your entire reincarnation is dependent on your karma.
What you do right now?
What you do right now at the present. So let's say you did something that an animal should do, you would be born as an animal. But your soul and your eyes would never change. It would be the same.
Is there a hierarchy of the souls?
Yeah, there's like level of the souls. So as we grow from infant to old, soul grows from infant to transcendental, or let's say infinite. There are 7 types of souls. So infant soul, baby soul, young soul, mature soul, old soul, transcendental soul, and infinite soul.
Okay, what is infant soul and what is
Infinite soul is the manifestation of Tao, or let's say all that is Avatar Purush, Krishna, Jesus, Muhammad,
gods?
God. I mean, like God-mans, or like reincarnation of a God, or incarnation of the universe, the gods.
So what is the transformation process like, though?
So it might take many lives, or so infant souls are always born in primitive condition because that's their very first birth on earth. They struggle for life, they struggle for living. They have 0 skills. Now when they're born, like maybe let's say 3 times or 4 times as a infant soul, and learn those life skills, they upgrade themselves into baby souls. Now they're born as a baby soul, they would be in a better condition than that of an infant soul, but not at the best condition. They still feel the world is a scary place to be born. Okay? And now the hallmark of a baby soul would be discipline. So what baby souls would think is, okay, if I do everything in discipline, I make a proper schedule, 7 a.m. wake up, 8 a.m. work, 10 a.m. lunch, my life would be easier. They follow, like, the hallmark would be discipline. And what would they say? Any task taken up should be done properly, or it should not be done at all. Right? Then after many incarnations in baby soul, they upgrade to young soul. Young soul would be the most powerful soul type. Like we are in young. We're like hot-blooded,
Yeah.
So the soul feels the same. Now it wants to see how much powerful it can become in the world.
What soul are you? Is there a way of knowing, recognizing it?
I believe I'm in somewhat middle phase of mature soul. So mature soul is something when you step into spirituality and you start asking questions to yourself: who am I and why am I here? What is my connection with the universe? What is this universe? Why am I here? So this question arises from within. That's when like you're into like mature soul.
So there's always evolution of the souls,
yes.
in all the lives.
All the lives.
Einstein says that we are nothing but energies. What is the difference with soul and energy, or are they the same thing? Is soul's energy, energy souls? What is it?
Soul is something physical, but like in a spiritual realm. Okay, soul is like a thumb, like a light, but you cannot see it through your naked eyes. But you can actually see it from a thermal camera.
You can see a soul.
Yeah, you can actually see it from a thermal camera. If someone's like soul is leaving the body would be lesser in grams as well, certain grams lesser. Have you ever heard it? So there was this experiment where the scientists put in the old man who was about to die in a bulletproof coffin with a bulletproof glass, but it cracked open when he left.
I heard about it,
Yeah.
but I could never believe it.
Yeah, like there was a video, So soul is something. Soul is let's say soul is a divine thing that is from the universe. We all are divine beings from the universe, but we are in a soul form. But now we are in a physical form, okay? We all live in the Nirakar in a soul form. And that soul is created through energy. So energy, consciousness, and wisdom creates a soul.
So energy would be the atom of a soul?
Not exactly the atom of a soul, but like energy would be something that gives you consciousness and wisdom. Let's say to move here and there, you need energy, right? But like it's not your atom. So if I pick this up, is this an atom? No. But it's just the energy, my physical energy, right? So it's something like that.
Okay. So there's a distinction with energy and souls.
Yeah.
When they say good souls or good energy, what do they mean? What, do you believe in energy? and what definition of energy are you? What definition of energy you believe
I guess
in?
that's a wrong wrong question to a wrong person.
I want them to know, yes, I was believes in whatever he's saying today. What is the definition of energy that you believe in?
Okay. So energy is, let's talk about this like this, okay? Like you have a name, right? Like you have a name Mousham, I have a name Aayush, right? In the universe, there are different type of energies that has their name as well. Let's say Reiki. Reiki is a energy as well, right? Reiki is an energy. Now, what does Reiki do? It has a certain characteristics. It heals you. It heals you from anxiety. It heals you from pain, this, that, etc., etc. So there are dozens of energies in this universe that are ready to be used. All right? So that are ready to be used. Now, you just need their names and the way to access them. Now, energy in Nepali is urja. Now, how do you define urja? It's just energy, It's like a mixture of neutron, proton, and electron. It's the same thing. That's what like science teaches us. Proton, neutron, and electron. If you go in like spiritual realm or like Hinduism, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar. It's the same thing, right? Microcosmos and macrocosmos, prana, urja, shakti, urja. It's the same thing. All right? Urja simply means energy. Something that gives you an ability to do certain thing is energy. Let's say I pick this up, I move this, right? You shoot a gun, whatever that is, like the bullet goes, kinetic energy, you pick this up, physical energy. There are different type of energies and different names of energies that you can actually call them. So I believe 100% in energies. Some energies you can actually feel it in your body. Some energies as entities you can actually see them as well.
Well, with energy, when you talk about urja and all, the one video that I've watched, I was on TikTok. There was you breaking a metal, and I think there was somebody else under your guidance was also able to break a
Yes.
metal. Now, I would believe that a normal person or the person whoever was filmed during that TikTok video would not be able to break that unless guided by you through the process of hypnosis, I believe.
uh, that's not hypnosis. That's actually energy.
That's energy.
That's energy.
Okay.
So you attract energies through mantras. So that's like for your inner power. Because in this event as well, I called upon two big people, bigger than me. I told them to push me in. They could push me easily, like easy. Okay, they could just slide me off the ground. Then the next moment, I called upon this energy, like inner energy, inner peace, inner strength. I called it in my body. They couldn't move me an inch.
So you call in the energy, which
In
means
your body.
inviting the energy in
Yeah.
the body.
There's a certain process and mantra to actually invite energy.
It's not creating, right? Is it?
It's already there. It's in our scriptures. It's already in the universe. You just access them.
And anybody is capable of doing it.
Yes. Anybody with my initiation is capable of doing it with Shaktipat and initiation.
Those are mantras. What are the?
It's a process of transferring my powers into you.
And what is the role of mantra?
Mantras are the key. Mantras are actually the key. Let's say there's a man in another room, but the room is locked. Okay? It cannot come out, right? Now the mantra does the work of a key. It goes and unlocks that, and then the energy can come out. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So all these energies are actually locked in the universe. So what does the mantra do? It's like a key. It's like a master key to access those mantras. Like it opens them, and the energies like they attract in your body.
And you can learn those mantras like
Yeah,
you did.
definitely, like on the spot. Every training of mine, I have like on the spot practicals. On the spot. The moment I initiate you, you got that powers already.
Does mantra help in healing too?
Yeah, of course. It's energy healing. It's mantra healing.
What's the origin of mantra?
So mantras are something repeated or aid.
Can
words
you create
that are
one? Is it possible
Yeah,
to create a
it's
mantra?
possible to create one, but like it requires certain procedures. So there are some mantras that I've created and I give out to the people and that are working fine, you know. But there are certain techniques to actually chant those mantras, create a frequency in them, and put in the intention. So every mantra has some intention, you know. Every energy has some intention. So let's say we call upon sleeping energy. Sleeping energy is actually used to create a trance in your clients. Or let's say make them fall down or make them sleepy or drowsy or whatever. Now if I call upon healing energy, it's for healing. I call upon love energy, it's for like love attraction, social attraction, you know? So every energy has their different genes, different nature and different flavors.
You're not manipulating anybody in
No.
doing anything.
Not
Or,
at all.
or interfering with the energy that exists.
I don't even speak a word. I don't speak a word. I look at them, I shoot the energy, and it does whatever it needs to do.
What exactly happens to the other person? Like suppose I'm in that process and you are initiating. What exactly, because you know what happens to me when you're doing it to me, right?
So every individual is unique. I cannot say like what will happen to you, but Since every individual is unique, they have different experiences. Some might go round and round, round and round. Some might start vibrating, shaking. Some might start shouting, crying. Some might just fall down. It all it all depends on your sensitivity, or like um, how inclined are you. You know.
So is it all with your mental health?
No, not exactly mental health. Like, if you're talking about energies, it's Tantra.
Mm-hmm.
It's not anything related to your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
But these Tantras, these energies would absolutely make your mental health stronger, and it would probably heal you from everything, whatever you're going through.
And it can
But
be.
it can destroy as well. It goes in both ways,
What do you mean by destroy?
negative or positive. It can be used as a black magic. It can like make you mental if not used properly, or it can actually heal you from your mental problems. It depends on how you use it.
So with black magic, you mean, like as I was saying, you can manipulate things and people and stuff
Anything,
and make them do things that they would not do otherwise.
anything.
One
You
thing
can even like actually kill that person
with
with
black
the energies.
with
Black
the
magic,
energies and without really involving any physical stuff to just like
you
stab
wouldn't
them.
even know. You go to a hospital, your report is clear. No
What
one knows.
what would that be? Would that be killing a physical body, or would that be the killing of a soul? And what would that
Physical
death
body.
mean?
Physical body.
What would that death mean though?
That death would mean like it's just the misuse of energies. Well, the person who uses it will definitely get bad karma.
Hmm.
He has to. He accumulated again another karma, so he needs to be reincarnate again.
Hmm.
Because like taking someone's life is like against the nature. You know,
Hmm.
it's like against the nature.
So, as we've talked about healing and spirituality and all, energies and soul, of course, where does the definition of God fit in the process? Do I have to believe in God to heal?
Not exactly. I mean, like, you can believe in energy. I mean, like, I guess everyone believes that there's one source of energy from where this whole creation happened, right? Whether you call it Big Bang Theory, or we call it Sachitananda, or we call it Paramatma, or we call it Devi Adi Parasakti, whatever. The first creation is the main source of energy. Now, the definition of God would be giver, observer, and destroyer,
Mm.
right? So it's your faith. You can actually visualize him, or like you can actually feel or like have faith in him, or you can just, like worship the main source or the energy, whoever you call it. So it has nothing to do with God or anything. I mean, like, it has many things to do with God, but I don't particularly mean that you need to worship God in order to learn healing or in order to use mantras. But these are the mantras that were used in Mahabharata, in Ramayana. It's the same energy.
So it means if I'm spiritual, um, once I'm spiritual, will all my problems goes away, or it gives me direction to solve the
You
problem?
will actually face a lot of problems.
Is there a level of spirituality every single time?
Um, I don't. Let's say, let's not label it as a levels,
Hmm.
but like, once you become spiritual, you'll actually face a lot of problems than a normal person.
Problems, as in?
As in, like, before your awakening. Once you're awakened, once you win over everything, your life is all set. Okay, you can accept whatever comes in your life, or you can at least stay neutral. You can witness everything as a witness, right? But before that, you might have a lot of problems like psychic attacks, maybe palpitations, anxiety, maybe not the right state of mind. Maybe you're always overwhelmed, emotional. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
small things would make you cry.
Hmm.
Trust me, I've been through this process, and each and every students of mine have been through this process.
What is your state of spirituality?
I don't level it as a state. I mean, like, spirituality is something you cannot level.
So are
It's
you?
just a flowing journey. Like,
So
it's
you are
it's
content with the spirituality?
Sorry?
Are you in like those contained state or content with
I'm just in a
spirituality?
neutral state, brother. Whatever happens in my life just happens. Like I just accept everything as it is. I don't force my point of view, or I don't try to, or I don't force to change it. I'm just in that state.
Mhm. I want to talk a little bit more about the chakras.
Hmm.
Can you explain me what are the kind of chakras? Are there 7 chakras?
There are 7 main chakras, but in a human body there are 365 chakras.
365.
Among them, 7 main chakras are the major, like a CPU thing in your body. So they all are interrelated with each other. All other chakras are related to your 7 chakras,
Mhm.
which are namely root, sacral, um, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. If you name it in Nepali, Muladhar, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Ajna, or Agya, or Sahasra, and Sahasra.
And everybody has those 7 main
Yeah,
chakras.
everyone.
What's the role of each of those chakras?
So every chakra is related with different aspects. Let's say root chakra is related with your confidence.
Where is root chakra again?
Muladhara chakra.
Okay.
It's below your genitals.
Okay.
You can actually see it. It's not in your physical body. I mean, like it's in your physical body, but inside the spiritual body.
Mm.
So it's in a spiritual realm.
Mm.
You cannot like open it and see chakras. Like it's just physical body. But like in your spiritual body, there are like these 7 main chakras that control each and every other chakras. Now the root chakra is related with your anger, confidence, right? So if your root chakra is damaged or it's unbalanced, you would probably be low in confidence, demotivated, and you'd be short tempered, very short tempered, right? So moving to sacral chakra. Now, if your sacral chakra is blocked, you will have no interest in sex. You'll have no creativity. You'll be lazy. You'll be just like lazy sleeping in bed all day long. No interest, nothing. You just want to sleep. No creativity, nothing. And your sex drive goes from here to here, like zero. Okay? Then moving up to solar plexus. Now, solar plexus is a powerhouse of the body. Okay? It's the solar plexus chakra is the powerhouse. So what happens if this chakra is not balanced? You'll have you plan a lot, but you cannot execute it. You have the planning, but you would not be able to execute it. Clear?
Mm.
Yeah. So if you go into heart chakra, if your heart chakra is blocked, anxiety for sure, palpitations, fear, traumas, everything in your heart chakra. Everything is related with your heart chakra. You cannot spread your arms. I mean, like you cannot spread your wings, or you're not free if your heart chakra is blocked. It's just you're very depressed. Let's put it in that way. Now you're moving into your third eye. If your third eye, let's say these two are kind of interrelated, like the crown chakra and the third eye are like more like interrelated with each other. So if these two chakras are not balanced, you'd have insomnia, overthinking, psychic attacks, and all those like negative thoughts, whatever you can think of. You're gonna face all of those.
So how do you balance those chakras?
Yeah, that's why you need healing, energy healing, meditation, hypnosis, mesmerism. These are the things that would access your chakras. It's not like you can access it through here. You need certain process, certain mantras, or certain techniques to balance those.
So when something is not going right in life, then it is possibly because of imbalance within
with the chakras.
the chakras.
So
Okay.
any of your three chakras are blocked, you'll face financial issues, psychological issues, emotional issues, low confidence, everything. Like you just name it.
And you're saying through healing process, you can balance the chakras
Yes.
and make everything sunny.
Let's not say everything, because like most of the things are related with your planets as well. If you believe in astrology,
Hmm.
a lot of your karmas or a lot of your um, what do you call a lot of your karmas are dependent on planetary positions and all those things as well. But yes, 90% of your problems are solved through healings.
Problems as in imbalance in chakras. Is it always the imbalance in chakras when you say problems?
Blockages, imbalance, um, mainly if your chakras are imbalanced, you face these psychological issues or financial issues. Okay, now, if it's already balanced, you're already a good person. Like you don't need healing.
Have you seen that yourself after your healing process?
After my healing process,
The
what is it?
balancing of the chakras, and now everything is
Yeah,
going good in
yeah.
their life and all.
As I told you, I was in like next level of awakening. At some point, I was like, small things would make me cry. Trust me, I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy. Right now, I don't really care about anything, whatever happens in my life. It's part of my life. I just accept it being neutral, right? But trust me, during this awakening phase, I used to cry like a baby, and it was very painful. This
Is it
awakening
feeling
journey.
of emotions, all the emotions?
Oh, mixed emotions and like overwhelming experiences, um, getting random palpitations, random thoughts, like still I used to feel like someone standing behind me or like on the edge, like even while meditating, someone's coming, someone's touching me. I used to have all these experiences.
How did you get into it, Ayush? I mean, is your family spiritual? Anybody into healing and all?
Well,
How
my
did you start?
my family is religious, not exactly spiritual, but I guess I broke their stereotype.
What happened? I mean, you started very early, right?
Yeah, I started meditating at the age of 12. Since the age of 12,
Did you know what meditation was?
um, we were taught in school actually just to focus on our breath, like just inhale, hold, exhale, focus on your breath, this and that. So I wasn't that serious in like meditation at that time, but I was always drawn to meditation. I was always drawn to meditation, but I didn't have any idea what the process was or what it does. So later when I finished school, there were like ups and downs, right? And everybody needs a guidance at that point. So I went to this Osho's ashram in Baluwatar. It was in
How old
Baluwatar.
were you?
Um, I was around like 2022.
Okay.
I don't exactly remember. I guess 22, 23 at that point. But I was always drawn into meditation since the age of 12, right? So when I was 20, I started having this crazy spiritual experiences. Like I said, someone's around me, someone's touching, or like there's some kind of energy or like entity around me. I used to get drained. I used to get random palpitations, you know? So I needed a solution for all this.
So you're going through. Were you going through any depression or anxiety on your own?
I did have anxiety, but like maybe that was a part of the process of my awakening. Not like anxiety, like the let's say I wasn't depressed, but I did live with anxiety for certain years. Yes, I wouldn't lie on that. Okay, I guess I have mentioned it in each and every podcast. It's not a bad thing. I mean, like even me being a healer now, I had to go through that phase. So everyone in their life sometimes might go through that phase, anxiety, and it's completely natural to go through it. So so during that time when I had anxiety, I was looking for an alternative of medication because I did not want to rely on medication. So I searched it. So I went to Osho's like Osho Bhatika in Balvatara, and I took certain level as well. Like they used to divide this meditation levels like Dhyan Samadhi, Surati, this and that. So I took like 5, 6, 7 levels, I guess, over there as well. Now what it did, it activated a certain percent of my Kundalini, and the energy started flowing upwards, and I started seeing things that were not meant to see or that were not from this dimension.
Like,
Like, let's say, entity or spirits. I used to feel them, feel their presence, or I used to see those entities, how they died. And I used to tell people that were together with me, I used to share, like, okay, this is what has happened over here. And they used to call me crazy.
and those are not the imagination.
Nah. I used to think I had schizophrenia. I used to think that, okay? I thought like it was my imagination, but like all my doubts were cleared when we went to Nagarkot. I was with my cousins, and like all of a sudden I hear this someone calling my name, Aayush, in my ear. Everyone is asleep over there, okay? Each and every person over there is asleep. Like we're 7 of us. Only I'm the one that's like hearing the voice, and I'm like, wake up, wake up, wake up. No one could wake up. Okay, I see a random shadow pass through me, and I just like stood like that. I was shaken, like I was like, like I couldn't believe what I saw.
Wow.
But all of a sudden, a movie kind of thing started playing in my head. I wouldn't name the hotel that we lived in.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, because I promised the manager the next day I'm not gonna like
Talk about
talk
your place.
about your place. I'm not gonna mention your place. I'm gonna talk about my experiences, but not about your place. So I don't know. I just saw it like a movie. The next thing I remember, I woke up in the morning. The next day.
So it was a supernatural experience.
Yeah, something like
It
supernatural
was not a
experience.
dream.
It was not a dream. Nah. Definitely not a dream. So I could see it, and like I just woke up the next morning, and I said it to my like cousins, cousins and friends, like, okay, this is what I saw. I don't know, guys, if I'm turning mad, if I have schizophrenia. I don't know. I guess I need help. And they were like, nah, man, you're just like, you're going crazy.
Thinking
You're
stuff.
influenced by some heavy amount of alcohol or something.
Something.
Yeah. And I was like, because I used to drink at that time, I used to drink
You don't
crazy.
drink anymore?
Nah.
Okay.
So I used to drink at that time, and they were like, nah, you're probably influenced by the alcohol or something. So I don't know, something came up in my mind, and I said, like, call the manager. I need to have a word with him. So they called up the manager, and I said, like, I'm not, like I said, I promise you, I'm not going to mention to anybody. Tell me what happened over here. Now, the craziest part was that person said the exact same thing, word by word, that I said to my cousins. And they were like, shocked.
So what happened to that guy though? I mean, did he know about it, or did he go through the same experience as you did, or he just heard about from somebody else?
No, what I said was, I saw that spirit's whole life story. And I explained to my brothers, my cousins, saying that, okay, this is what happened, and he committed suicide in this room, and his spirit is around here. He hasn't, like, he hasn't received moksha yet. Now, when I called up the manager, I said, like, I had this experience. I know about it. Like, something is over here. Can you please tell me? I didn't mention him saying, like, okay, I saw this. But whatever I mentioned to my cousins, he mentioned it. Okay, this was the incident that happened in this room. And since then, like, all whoever like lives there, some people like feel it.
But why was it only you though?
Because I was a psychic, man. I was into meditation because I was designed to it. If those things didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be a healer today, right? So it's I guess it's just the design of the universe.
Okay.
Let's say, yeah.
And then what happened then though?
Then I
With-
never
with
went
your
back
journey.
to that.
Yeah,
No,
with-
then yeah, then I was confirmed. Sorry. Then I was confirmed that like okay, this is not something related to my mental problem. I have something in me. So I started searching for a guru, a person who could guide me. So I met like around 5, 6 enlightened person during my journey. One of them is still with me on my every event. I call him. I say like, bless me. I'm going to start my event, or whenever I have some confusion or problems, I just tell him like,
Is it dead, alive?
no, he's alive.
Okay.
Yeah, he's enlightened.
Mhm.
He's alive. So yeah, I'm like, he's one of my guru, okay, who's been guiding me like since ages. So yeah, I went there, and I went to this academy. I don't want to name it. So this person, I was so highly influenced by him that I was stupid enough to like actually do these things. I went into the academy. He said like, okay, the training's gonna start. That's where my spiritual, like energy healing started, right?
Mhm.
So this person, like, I don't want to take his name because you never know, he might like case me later.
Okay.
But like people who are watching this podcast and who have already watched my podcast before,
They know?
they know.
Okay.
I don't have to name him.
Put
They
it in the
know it.
subtitle somewhere.
Yeah, they would like probably know it absolutely who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
They would probably comment down the name as well.
Mhm.
Trust me.
Probably.
So this person said like, okay, the training is gonna start from tomorrow. Like, would you like to learn it? I said like, yeah, why not? So I just went in there and like I just paid the amount. I learned it. So, and I took this person as a very spiritually inclined person, as my guru. Like in every way, like I took him as a guru. I even printed his photos, like kept in my room. I mean, I used to like worship him as a guru,
Mhm.
like literally worship him.
Mhm.
I used to like bow down to his feet. And now this person scammed $28,000 of mine.
Wow.
So I was so highly influenced by this person, like, and he
But
was
is he
like,
enlightened? Because I was about to ask you
Nah.
about the scammers and all too. Because I'm pretty sure there are a lot in this world.
he's a scam, man. He's a scam.
Mhm.
I don't say like he's a scam because that's where I started first, right?
Mhm.
But what he does is he takes high charges.
Mhm.
He would probably make you sign up, and he wouldn't give a damn about you
Okay.
once you pay.
Okay.
And whatever the contents he would teach, it would be half or half.
Okay.
He wouldn't give you the right contents or right mantras or whatever the real wisdom is. He wouldn't share it.
Mhm.
So I was so pissed at him, and like I was very heartbroken as well,
course.
like because it's not about the money.
Mhm.
It's absolutely not about that $28,000.
Mhm.
I can earn more than like $28,000. $28,000 is like, I mean, like, it's a huge amount of money, but still, it wasn't about the money at that time. It was about the trust, about the faith that I had in him.
Of course.
And he was like, I will only give Grandmaster to you and no one else. And you need to come Nepal for it and this and that. And trust me, I had a job. I quit that job just to learn with him. I went to Nepal.
Mhm. Wow.
And I said like, okay, I'm here. And he ignored me for like, I told him that I had this gut, feeling.
Feeling that.
Okay, something's
Is
going off.
rough,
Yeah,
yeah.
something's going off. So I used to gift him a lot of things. I mean, like, it's not about the gifts or whatever, but like from his Apple Watch to his Apple TV, his MacBook, everything I've gifted him.
Mhm.
I'm saying it for the first time over
So
here.
you build the trust. How did? But I mean, you were trusting him blindly. Looks like.
Yeah,
It.
I was influenced by him so badly. I mean, like, he was so good to me
Mhm.
until and unless I asked for Grandmaster, and he was like, okay, I'm going to teach you this, I'm going to teach you that, this and that, this and that. So I like checked every transaction. It was like $28,000,
Mhm. Wow.
right? And he taught me nothing. And when I went Nepal, he was like, to check him out, I said like, I'm here for only 15 days. 14 days, he didn't meet me.
Mm-hmm. The last
15th
day.
day, he was like, come next time, I'll teach you next time. So I was like, I extended already. I'm here for 45 days.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't see me for like 43 days. On the last day, just one day before, like returning back, he just like took me in. He took 1 hour. He said like, I can give you fake certificates of Grandmaster that would work for you. And like, these are 2 energies and your Grandmaster is done. I was like, what?
You're being scammed there.
Yeah, and that is when it hit me like, okay.
So the certificate that you have now is real, right?
The one that I have now is real,
Okay.
but like it's more of a clinical hypnotherapy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like energy healing is like something I'm getting on that point.
Mm-hmm.
I tore his each and every certificate and I burned it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a video of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right? I don't want anything associated with it. It's not that I hate him, but for the reason he has been scamming people like me who trust
Obviously.
him, like still people go into his place, worship his
Till
feet.
today.
I see those videos and I feel pity for them. I feel pity for them because like there are a few people who know the reality. It's not only me. Have you seen my team in Nepal? Like if you see the pictures,
Mm-hmm.
these all people were scammed by him,
Wow.
and we built a
Wow.
team together. We made promises to ourselves, though we earn less,
Mm-hmm.
but we're gonna give real wisdom because not everyone can afford.
Of course not. No, yeah.
I'm like, it's not your like, you don't grow money on trees over here, man. You gotta work for it.
Work for it, of course.
It's your blood, it's your sweat, and someone else pretending as to be a guru or mahaguru, he says to himself, like pretending him to be a guru or mahaguru, scamming these people, you know.
Especially when people are vulnerable, you know. Because
Exactly.
they're looking for like a resolution of their problem.
People
And
go to you for like, you know, for trust because they are going through so much in their life,
course.
and you are the light for them, like you're an idol for them,
Mm-hmm.
and you've been scamming people. How shameful is that?
Mm-hmm.
I have so many screenshots and messages.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I want to expose him, I would expose him in a very bad way, you know. But like, I'm just waiting for the right time.
Mm-hmm.
People who are watching this, they would probably understand whom I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have so many messages and like screenshots of people who paid him like 3,000 euros, 4,000 euros just for healing. And once he receives the money, he doesn't pick up the call. Now imagine you're a person that's staying in abroad. You got to work every day to make throughout your life, right? To earn,
Of course.
to pay your rent, to you do your groceries. Even one day counts, right?
Of course.
Now, this person would tell that person, okay, tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Now, that person hasn't been in like work for like 3-4 days and he has been kicked out. And this person does not give a damn about it. Yeah. He does not give a damn about it. And like the person over there is suffering through so much of anxiety and he's been paying like 3,000 euros. How horrible is that?
That's horrible. But how do you differentiate? How do you know though? How do you know if it's a fake?
I
if
guess
it's a
you
scam?
just know when you like it's
Go through it?
Yeah, you go through it, you know, because I was the person when people came to me saying like he's a scam, like be careful, I used to fight with them. I was the one to defend him until and unless it happened with me. And they all were absolutely right about it.
Why should people believe in your healing process or should not be skeptic about
Because
you?
I'm very clear. I'm very clear from the first. I don't want like, you know, people to I charge for what my efforts and my healings or my time. And I'm not a kind of person that takes money and do not pick up the calls. And before they pay, I just make themselves clear. Before you pay, make sure you are clear about it. The chances are always 50-50. I'm not a godman or a human. I'm like not an angel that would probably heal you like 100%. I cannot give any guarantee. Now it's up to you if you want to join in or you don't want to join in. I'm not like someone saying, okay, join in 100%, I'm going to recover you and this and that. No. I'm very clear. You come with your, what do you call it? You come with your faith. You wanna heal with me, but make sure, I tell them each and every person, I tell them, okay, the chances are always 50-50. If you want to do, you do. If you don't want to do, that's fine. I can guide you some another way, like maybe meditate or something else, right?
Hmm.
So that is how it goes. But the other people, money. Come on, yeah, 100%. I'm gonna heal you, 100%. Dude doesn't know how he heals. Like 100%. There's no guarantee of 100%. There's never 100% guarantee of anything.
There should be other scammers too.
There are a lot. So I'm getting in this point. Like, so okay, when he like, I'm like he scammed me. I was like heartbroken, right? And this person would probably tell us things like, okay, I was into deep meditation. I went to this Himalayas and everything, and I learned this. I got this power and all. So I researched through his Facebook and everything, and I found out like his guru is from Indonesia. And then like I reached out to his guru. So this person sent me the videos and like photos of his training with him. He training with him, okay? And what he used to tell was like, I was so naive. I used to say, "Sir, there's someone who does exactly like you in Indonesia." And he used to say, "Oh, yeah, he's my student." And I used to
Oh
believe
wow.
him.
Okay.
But the reality was, he was his
The student.
student,
Yeah.
okay? So I went to that person as well. And that person, like, my goal was Grandmaster, right?
Mhm.
Because a lot of things I had learned by myself, um, researching, finding different gurus. But I wanted to reach out to the Grandmaster of this wisdom. And he was like, okay, I can give you Grandmaster. But when we reached there, three of us, we went there. We paid like $50,000 to him. Like all
$50,000.
$50,000. Let's say 20,000 each
Sounds
with
like a very
discount.
lucrative industry for me, Ayush.
Yeah. And like this person gave us a little bit more than that person, but still he did not give the Grandmaster. I guess they all were, because I already had this fame in TikTok and I was into interviews and everything. So I guess they were all insecure about like I would take their place, or I would like ruin their market. But I had no intentions of it. I had literally no intentions of it. So this person scanned me as well, and then I started like connecting the dots. So later on, I found out his master as well,
The Indonesian.
the Indonesian guy's master as well, and I went to him and I did up until Grandmaster level 10, and I came back, and that's how I started.
Did that happen in Indonesia too?
Hmm?
Did that happen in Indonesia?
A lot of islands, to be specific. He didn't have only one guru, but like, yeah, different islands of Indonesia, Middle East as well, Paris, everywhere. Like I met different masters and combined it as mantra samohan.
So you are a grandmaster in energy healing.
Yes.
What exactly is energy healing itself?
So energy healing is a process where you balance your chakras or activate your chakras and clear out the blockages in your chakras. So in layman term, let's say our 7 chakras are like here. So let's say it's enclosed like this, okay? Through different negative aspects, it's blocked. Now, when you send the energies, these energies would like prick them off, and it breaks the blockages like that. And this chakra again reactivates, and it you feel good, and it start balancing your chakras and everything.
I see some of your videos too, and you offer via Zoom or something. So how does
I
the
do
how
I do
does the
distance
virtual
healing as well.
work? Yeah.
So energy has no time and space. Energy has no time and space. You just like it's a process. There's an instrument like a vehicle for the energy to put in and like send it, transfer it. So if I'm in USA, I'm healing all over the world, like um Mauritius, Japan, South Korea, Nepal, Australia, UK, everywhere. Portugal.
What was your first experience?
Well, my first experience, like when when someone healed
Healing, when
me,
you
or
were after you became the Grandmaster Energy Healer.
actually, I was pretty good when I started, like with the super advanced level as well, like basic advanced and super advanced.
Hmm.
I was pretty good. Like whatever I was taught in the class, I would like just go and experiment it outside,
Just randomly.
just randomly, like with the waiters, especially in the restaurant.
waitress in Nepal?
Waiters
In Nepal?
in Nepal. Yeah, like the servers. I used to just go and say, I'm gonna try something with you, and like they fell down, and I was like, oh shit, this shit works, you know.
And do you wake them up too? Is it?
Yeah, I did. At that moment, I hadn't learned to wake them up, so that was another trouble.
And how did you?
I called a scammer guy,
Mhm.
and he took it off.
Oh, okay, at least that it was not scamming.
Yeah.
I think.
No, let's say like he scammed me, and he has scammed many people, but like I wouldn't call him a scammer because he does give some amount of wisdom which works, but he doesn't give you the fully for the price that you pay. It's not worth it. He doesn't give you that. It's just the basic things that he teaches you.
So when I mean earlier during our conversation, you mentioned you being numb about things, right? Enlightened in a way. It can be the same with the person too, no? Is he not numb with things, and do you continue to like scam people even
I
if
don't.
you're
He's
numb?
just so insecure. He's just like so jealous of everything, everyone. You know. See, if you're paying $28,000 to me and I'm teaching you, right? Do you have the right after you get the certification to open your own school and teach or not? Or let's say heal or not?
100%.
So he wants everyone under him. He says like, no, you cannot do that. You need to be under my like surveillance or under my company, or else it's guru droha. Now, to prove himself right, he would go in any level.
What is Guru Droha?
Like guru droha would be like something going against the guru. You know, it's like going against the guru.
Okay.
And he would team up and he would say like, okay, this person, this Aayush, he has learned black magic, he has done this, he has done that, he's a bad guy. He would probably picture you, I mean like he would probably portray you as the bad guy and him as the superior, you know. And he would probably say, yeah, he's my student. He would send you the old videos because no one knows how much was your struggle or how much he scammed you, you know. And before a video like basic and advanced, he would say, yeah, he learned everything from me, which is not true. I did not learn everything from him. I had my own struggles, okay? He scammed me when I wanted to learn with him. Still, he's showing like videos to people saying like, I'm just letting it happen. There will be a time where I'm going to expose his everything. If he doesn't stop right now, after watching this, there would be a time where everything would be exposed.
But what do you want to say to our listeners, though? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to go through energy healing.
Yeah.
But then they're struggling to find the right one. And that is a big question, I think.
First of all, I want to say sorry to everyone because I took his name in a podcast. Everyone thinks because at that time I mean like he used to be my guru, you know. So I took his name as my guru in that podcast, and everyone thinks that okay, this guy is my guru, and everyone's been there, and most of the people have been scammed or have been betrayed or cheated by him, and I'm really sorry for that, right? But that wasn't my intention to send you guys over there. So I'm saying it through this podcast, don't go over there. All right? The second thing is always remember that the person with whom you're doing a session, would he give you the right amount of time or not? Right? Would he like, let's say, I don't talk in calls as well. All my bookings are through 100% text, right? But would he answer your queries? Or would he give you numbers of his managers or anything? Or would he just ignore you and just tell you, okay, come to the office? And he gives you time. The moment you pay, boom. And he's not even going to heal you. With me, if you're paying for me, I'm going to heal you. Not anybody else. Okay? So there are a lot of people that have been lately in this industry as well, who are copying me as well, who have been copying my logo as well. I mean, like, there was this guy like who copied my, you know how my logo
Get
is
healed
like,
with
yeah,
Aayush.
get healed with
Yeah.
Aayush is like in purplish color
Yes.
like that. Oh my God, man, that guy like changed everything, and he put his photo.
It
and
has
like,
your face too, right? I mean, your
yeah,
logo
my
has your face
so he
too.
removed my face. He put his face in,
Mhm.
and he changed the Get Healed with Ayush logo into like something else, like some other name.
Can there not be a copyright issue or such?
Yeah,
How's
there
it
might,
work in
but
this
I'm
industry?
here. I'm here. Like once I go to Nepal, there will be a lot of things. Like a lot of people are getting in trouble once I step to Nepal. A lot of people would be in trouble once I step in Nepal, because it's not because I have some personal issues with them, but it's these people because of these people, genuine healers like us have to face a lot of
Yeah,
things.
there should be growing mistrust among people as well. I mean, I want
A
to
lot.
heal, I want to believe
A
in
lot.
energies and healing, but if this is happening, then how would I believe it?
Yeah, that's true. So I mean, like there are people like they're bringing out everything like Gindam,
Mhm.
this, that, new wisdoms. But the thing is, who is authentic and not, you would never know, because they're like just copying me. For me, I have a trust. Like I have website, genuine reviews and everything. Yeah, I know. Like I might be a bit expensive in cost than them, but it's better to pay for the quality, right?
Mhm.
I'm like, if you go to a market, you can find the same T-shirt for like $50 or $20 or $10 or $5. It's the quality that matters. You buy a jacket for like $200. Why would you spend $200 when you can get it in like $30?
Mhm.
It's for the quality, It's
Absolutely.
for the brand. So diamonds are expensive, but like it's worth it.
So when you say I use like, you tell your clients that, okay, there's a 50-50 chance of you being healed, what has been your success rate among the clients that you've worked with?
90% success rate.
So 90% success rate.
So
Okay.
till now, I have taken in, I guess, around like 2150 clients, and among them like 150 are like failures, 2000 are like successful cases. So 150, some discontinue in the middle, some don't follow my instructions, some don't meditate, um, some have bad karmas, some don't heal at all, like some have neurological problems, some are like addicted, long time drug users. So these kind of people don't heal much, but like most of them, 90% of them are like healed.
So during the process, is there a medication and meditation both combined? Can there
No,
be, no?
no. I mean, like for the
For certain
for p-
clients.
for certain clients, yeah, definitely. There have been cases where they come for a healing, and like I heal them, and they left the medication as well. There has been cases like I have put in like reviews and everything. People who had been taking medicine since 10 years, 8 years, 7 years, 5 years, they all quit the medication of anxiety after the healing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's that potential with the healing. Even with the listeners watching and going through the
Yeah.
process,
Yep.
through the healing, they can be cured.
Yep. So I mean, like, see, I receive a lot of messages. So one good point would be, I know each and every person in this industry, like healing industry. I've been in this industry for quite a long time, right? So I would know who are the new healers or who are genuine healers that are working in Nepal, or like working in, let's say, Kathmandu, or like other places as well.
Mhm.
So if you cannot afford my sessions, there's no problem. I mean, like I give discount as well. Trust me, no one gives that heavy discount, right?
Mhm.
So I just give them like, okay, off, I can do it for this rate. Even if that you cannot, I mean, like afford me, at least ask me once, should I go to this person or not?
Mhm.
So I can give you a genuine answer. It's not necessary for you to like come and heal with me, but at least you'll save your money. If that's a genuine person, I would say, yeah, please proceed. Please go on. If it's not, at least you're being, I mean, like you're safe in case of like, spending money.
Have you been exploring, like right now you have a grandmaster in healing, right? Energy healing. Is there any next thing that you'd want to explore more on your own?
There are a lot of like this is like a big ocean, bro.
Anything that interests you primarily?
There are many things. Like I'm into like telekinesis, um, vayu mudras, and all these things recently. So I'm interested in susuk as well. So let's see. I mean, like I'm just exploring for now. But I guess up to Grandmaster level 10, I have every wisdom that I need. And like my course provides each and every answers to the question, whether it's meditation, chakras, healing, supernatural things, um, Jakris, Vidyas, and all these things, Dhami Jakris.
Who are these Dhami Jakris, Ayush? I mean, I've always been confused in a way whenever I heard about Dhami
So
Jakri
have you
with
have
that
you heard of
dhangro and all.
shamans?
Samant, are they yogis? No.
Shamans.
Samant, okay.
Shamans are people who are connected with nature and nature spirits,
Mm-hmm.
natural spirits, and the elements. So Nepalese shamans are Dhami and Jakri. So they are the chosen one. It is said that for the Jakris, Dhamis have like their ancestral wisdom passed on
along.
through,
Okay.
yeah, with them, and they just have it, right? But Jakris, they say like every Jakris have different experiences. So I met this person from Chitwan. He's a very good Jakri, very powerful one. So he said like he was around 7 years or 8 years of age, and Lilliput just walked up to him, whom we call Bon Jakri, okay?
Okay.
And he just placed him. He was like hypnotized as soon as he saw him, and he just like placed him in his shoulders and just carried him in a cave. And now he protected himself, and he used to say that they used to give him food, like on the back of their hand, and like they just blow the mantras on the food, and they
Okay.
feed you.
Okay. Well.
And once they feed you, you already know the mantra.
Mm.
But the fun fact is, Ban Jakri has to hide you or yourself from his wife.
Mhm.
Because Ban Jakri wife is Lam Lame. We call it Lam Lame.
Okay.
Lam Lame would probably try to eat you or kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Kill you and eat you, right?
Well.
So Ban Jakri would probably hide you from his wife and feed you like with the reversed hand, blowing the mantras on the food.
Mm-hmm.
And he would leave you after 6 months or 7 months on the same place where he picked you up.
Mm-hmm.
And the fun fact would be you would still be 7 years of age and at the same time. But you would know every mantras.
You'd know. What about that time though?
Yeah, time and space is gone, man. That's what I'm saying. So you spend 7 months with Ban Jakri, but the moment he leaves you, it's the same day, same time. You're back, like your time is reversed again. 6 months earlier, same time, same place, but you know everything now.
And these are real?
Yeah. But I can't say like it's unreal or real because I haven't felt it, but I have definitely met that person, and that person is very powerful.
When you say powerful, what do you mean? How do you know he's powerful?
Because I have seen his works.
You've seen his works.
Yeah.
Have you felt it? Is it something that you
I
felt?
have recorded, I have documented each and everything of him. He is so powerful that he could even make a person that was paralyzed like get up and walk. He's that level of powerful.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That is possible.
He's in Chitwan.
He's in Chitwan, and that is possible, you say?
Well, I don't know if it's possible or not. I'm saying it like I witnessed it with my eyes, so I can't deny the fact what I've witnessed it, and I cannot tell you like okay it's 100% sure because I haven't seen it, but that is what he has shared his experience to me.
I've seen your video, Ayush, that you have worked on an evil spirit. I think you offered through virtual communication. I think.
I did virtually as well. In UK, I took out like 21 spirits from a human body. 21 spirits.
When I saw that video, it looked very like how you see in movies.
Mm-hmm.
And so, can you tell me about how exactly it works? Like, there's a shaking, and they are like,
Yeah, they
trembling
just vibrate.
and saying words.
Like they vibrate because your body is only ready for your soul and not anybody else. Okay? And when the other soul enters your body, this body cannot balance the energy. It won't get harmonized. So that's the reason they would shake or vibrate. And that's one fact. And another fact is they're trying to show you the power. They're like, okay, show me your power, I'll show you my power. It's like that.
So do you talk to them?
Yeah, of
The
course.
evil spirit?
Yeah. If you have noticed or seen, like, there's a video of mine from UK.
Mm-hmm.
So the lady was bed bounded.
Okay.
She was bed bounded. Like, when I went there, she couldn't get up.
Mm-hmm.
I took 21 spirits out of her body. Now she's
One body?
from one body. And she is absolutely fine now, working again, earning again, and she's having great life again.
Where do these spirits go? Do they look for another soul?
Well, there are certain techniques. I mean, like, I cannot flash everything here, but there are certain techniques. Some spirits need promises to be made. I guess you have heard in, like, Jakri Vidya, ek tali bacha, tin tali bacha. So there are some techniques to send them away. Some just leave your body with your power. Some you have to forcefully take it out. So there are different procedures.
Do they ever interact you in any unusual way, except the conversation that you have with them?
No, I just block them in. Like,
So you can block them.
I can capture them. Like,
Can I block them too?
not unless you have the wisdom. If you have the mantras, yeah, of course.
How do you know if I have evil spirits inside me? Is there a way of knowing it?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're a particularly a negative person, or you do everything negatively, and your mind is just directing you to do everything in negative way, that's how you know. I mean, like, and there are symptoms, like symbols, like maybe you see an shadow or entity around you, you feel someone watching you or someone around you, your body starts vibrating, you start speaking some different language or some different words, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know, like, you have an evil entity in your body.
Oh, okay. So regardless of the evil entity, Ayush, like, I was texting you earlier about, hypnotizing and all too.
Mm-hmm.
I personally have never been hypnotized before. Okay. And is there a way you'll be able to, like, hypnotize me, or give me a sense of any energy that can probably make me feel anything?
Mm-hmm. Well, I can try, but, like, as I mentioned, this is only for people that have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so maybe you have anxiety or depression and you come into my space. Yeah, there I can show you. But I'm not sure if I can do it right now at the moment, because I'm not prepared as well,
Of course.
and you're, like, not prepared as well, and I don't see a purpose of doing it right now.
Of course. So there has to be a purpose.
There has to be a purpose.
Okay, for it to.
But still, since you said I might be able to make you feel something, so, but, like, I have to stand up and you have to stand up for that as well.
We can probably try it actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can.
Can you
let's
try it? Yeah. Can you try it? Yeah.
You guys end it first and then last one try it on.
Is it gonna disrupt anything though? Will you be? I mean, I should be back to normal, right? Regardless of anything.
Yeah, you should be, but, like, it's up to you. I mean, like,
We can probably do it actually. Is it gonna take too long?
nah,
No, right? Like maybe a minute or so.
yeah, but, like, you gotta have the faith in me, okay?
I will have the faith in you. I'll definitely have the faith in you.
Backside. Whatever happens, let it happen. I'm just here. I'll hold you, okay? I'm not making you fall down. I'm just making you feel something. Relax. Lose nothing. Just relax, okay?
Behind the Scene presents the Mousham podcast is brought to you by Namaste Entertainment. Namaste Bar and Grill, Namaste Palace, and Alibaba Hookah Lounge. After party, Mints Alibaba. Yeah, it was something. I could feel something actually, something very different.
Yeah.
Something very different. Maybe it was energy or vibration of some kind, but definitely something.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have been talking a lot about spiritual energy, of course, energy healing and all. We had a little bit demonstration of it too. Um, I want to know a little bit about you, Ayush. When you keep everything aside of everything that we have gone through, and aside of this, the thing that we involved with energy healing, who is Ayush Regmi?
Um, Besides healing, Aayush Regmi is just an ordinary person that loves to cook, that loves to read, that loves to have fun with his gang, his friends. Yeah.
I've seen you. I saw one of your ad as I was researching about you. I think it was with Ansel.
Yeah, with
How
Sunday,
did how did that come? Like, tell me about it actually.
teenage bro, like you want to get into modeling and stuffs, like it was just like a teenage fluke.
So you were interested in media in a way.
Sorry, yeah. I was into media for like 7 years.
7 years. Did you do anything with the media?
I did several ads like Red Bull, Prawn Chips, Imstar, Ansel, Mayos. Yeah.
So you were in Australia. What was the purpose of you going to
Study.
Australia? Study.
I graduated from Australia.
What was your degree in?
Cookery.
Cookery. You were that
Yeah,
interested.
culinary, yeah.
Wow. So anything after that though? I mean,
So
have you been
I'm a
exploring
certified
that?
chef over there.
You are. Wow.
Australian certified chef. So yeah, I'm thinking of studying psychology now. I have few degrees in psychology as well, but I want to master it. So maybe I'm gonna join from this summer.
What is your thought about life in general?
Life is a mixture of happiness and sorrow altogether. It's an adventure. It's a journey. It's an adventure. So yeah, life is beautiful, man. Like if you learn to accept everything that goes in your life. I mean, like I don't mean like you have only positive side of life in your life. Only the positive days. But the real beauty is when you have hard days or like you have your day is not going good. Once you accept that thing and you can move forward in your life, I guess life is the precious gift, the most beautiful gift we could ever get.
What about the death though?
That
Have you ever thought about that? Like
Yeah.
you dying?
Yeah, that is more beautiful than life.
Is it the end of life?
It's not end of life. You reincarnate, as I said. If you're enlightened, you don't have to reincarnate again. But once you die, if you have some pending karmas, you definitely have to reincarnate. So death is something where you just detach from all your sorrows, all your problems, all your physical pains, and you are capable of entering a spiritual realm. But that doesn't mean like you suicide or something like that. It has to be naturally. If you can accept your death consciously, that would take you to another level.
Any form of death?
Any form, like let's not say any form of death, or like let's not relate to accidents or stuff, but conscious death when you're in your bed and like it's your time now, like natural death. I'm talking about natural death.
Mhm.
Okay, because these accidents and all this unnatural deaths, they have some pending karma as well.
Mhm.
So when you die consciously on a deathbed, that would probably evolve your soul to a next level.
So with the thing that you do, Ayush, are you able to see your death or your future?
Yeah.
Have you tried?
I mean, like, that's what the process is like. Past life regression, you see your death from your past life.
What about this life? Do you see
Now,
death in the future?
I cannot like show you the death from this life, because if that cord disconnects, you're dead. I don't want to go jail for it.
So you can just see it. Like, how am I gonna die? Or
There is a term called future life progression,
Mhm.
but why would you want to see your own death?
Mhm.
That's gonna trigger you for like lifetime, you know.
Yeah, yeah, or the
And
future.
yeah, I mean, like you would probably be okay. I'm gonna die like this in this year, so your inner peace is gone after that.
But is there a way of knowing it though? There
There
is.
is. That's what it's called, future life progression. You can actually travel into your. I don't usually do it, but there is a process called future life progression. If you just like Google it, you'll find dozens of healers that work with this process. You know.
That's interesting. I have like this three set of questions that I ask to all the guests in my podcast. One would be, if a writer is writing your book, Ayush, right now, how would the writer be writing? He has
Maybe
always been writing.
he needs to indulge himself as myself. You know.
He knows you as much as you know about yourself.
Yeah. So
So how do you think he's writing you right now?
I'm not sure. Like he might be writing it like whatever he's writing. Like me, if he knows me well, he's gonna write it like the way I'll write it. You know?
How though?
I don't know. I mean, like I would probably include each and everything of my life since birth till now, especially my awakening journey, my twists and turns that made me a healer. Because I was someone like I wanted to be an actor. You know, like I was someone like who would be like, okay, I'm gonna make a career in acting. But look at the destiny. It just twisted and turned and like turned me into a hypnotherapist and a very famous healer, you know. So yeah. So those parts, like my experiences, like how I turned into a healer and everything, so that he would be mentioning all those things.
Is there a name of the chapter right now?
I would probably say a caterpillar to a butterfly.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. The caterpillar to a butterfly.
Yeah.
How was he writing you in the past?
I'm not sure.
In the past,
In the past,
he was writing as things were happening, though.
yeah. I'm not sure, man. I can't process it at the moment. Maybe he was writing me as just a normal guy who was suffering from anxiety, who's who's like anxious, who's finding a way out of that anxiety, you know?
And how do you think the writer will be writing you in the future?
I'm not sure. I definitely don't want him to write me as a guru because I'm not a guru. Okay, I'm not, and I'm not. I'll make this clear. I'm not a guru. I will never be a guru, and I'm not a spiritual leader as well. No. Many have this misconception that I am a guru or like I'm a spiritual leader and this and that. I'm just an ordinary healer, and I know few things more about tantras and all these things. So please don't call me a guru or never write my chapter as a guru or a spiritual leader. You know, like you can tell me like international trainer, mentor. That is what I am, right? I'm a healer. I'm a trainer. I'm a mentor, but I'm not a guru.
Okay.
So I just want him to write me as a, let's say, a famous healer or a famous trainer or a famous mesmerist or whatever. Yeah, but like not spiritual
Not
leader
a
or
sp-
guru.
Okay, so you are not a spiritual leader.
Nah,
Is there
absolutely not.
Is there any
I-
spiritual leader that has influenced you by any chance?
There are many. There are many. But let's say Sadhguru, Osho.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, there are many. But I do not have any quality of being a guru or a healer. This guru, you know why people are so much of scammed in Nepal right now? You know little thing or little tricks and you are a guru already. And you can manipulate them in ways. And they would be like, guru, 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 you know. But people don't know the name, like real meaning of guru. Guru means someone who shows you light from a dark to a light, you know. In Sanskrit, guru meaning is that. Gu means light, ru means from darkness to light, right? The person who shows you, who takes you out from darkness and gives you light is guru. And that person would not be insecure or like would not be manipulative or would not be egoistic or angry with you.
What about this Jyotis and the Chinair Nemanse,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I mean like they are called guru because of their wisdom. Like guru as in teacher as well. But astrology is the oldest science, oldest geometry.
Do you read palms? Because I think you do some tarot reading, but
I don't do palms. I don't do palm readings, but I definitely do Kundalini analysis, like your birth chart reading and all.
Mhm. Okay. How important is it for anybody to know about?
Absolutely important.
What's the
Absolutely important, as it is the oldest science and oldest geometry.
What's the significance to an individual, though?
It depends on your planetary effects. Like, it gives you an insight. It's not that, okay, it's going to happen for sure or 100%, but at least it makes you aware of things that you would be, you need to be careful of.
Okay. At the end, is there anything that you want our listening to know about anything?
Yeah, I just want to say to all of my listeners, so whoever I named before or whatever the reasons I gave you, just disregard that. Be careful about the healers that are coming out right now in Nepal or any other countries, So I believe like you don't have access to other countries, but like especially in Nepal, there are healers that have been copying me and like that have been showing things that I do, but like they just play with your psychology and they don't have the real wisdom. So please be careful, and if you want any help, just reach out to me anytime. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ayush. It has been
Thank
a
you.
very informative session for me and, of course, for our listeners. Thank you so much for watching and keep watching the Mousham podcast. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayush.